start. Good morning everyone. Good morning everyone. Good morning. A very good morning to all of you. Tell me the last thing, now it is clear. Very good. Did we complete the reproduction in cockroach? Good morning, Sumajra, good morning. BE2, good morning. I think BE2 means Uzma, okay. Good morning, Sham, good morning. Female reproductive system, we want to start the female, no sir, male you started. I mean, male is complete, I think, as I can see, and the female system has to be started, I think. Female reproductive, I have to start, no? Female, bolo? Female. Now female, okay. So the male reproductive system in case of cockroach, okay, just quickly recall the diagram I'm not showing the diagram, you have to recall the diagram in your mind, right? So there are two testes which extend from dash to dash abdominal segments. Two testes from dash to dash abdominal segments. And these are the 4th to 6th abdominal segments. Then two thin, vast deferens arising from the testes, and they go and they join to form the common duct called the ejaculatory duct. But when it is joining the ejaculatory duct, at that joining point, there is a chamber. For example, the right, the left, and then there is a ejaculatory duct. So at this point, at this chamber, this space is a place where they are stored temporarily and also nourished temporarily. They are nourished and stored temporarily. What is the name given to this structure? What is the name given to this structure which is not visible in the diagram of the NCERT or any other diagram? Is not visible. SV, very good, seminal vesicle. I am happy that students at least are writing. Even if you write SV, it means that you want to save time. And yes, you are writing. Some people have keyboard in front of them, they can do it very fast. Some people don't have the keyboard, so they are only using the mobile keyboard. For them, it is difficult. So I understand that difficulty. Seminal vesicle, very good. SV, seminal vesicles, which are there at this junction. Now here, the ducts the glands are opening. So the main gland here which is present is called mushroom gland. And the mushroom gland, do you know the segments of the mushroom gland? 6 and 7, very good. I heard it right. 6 and 7, I heard it right. 6 and 7 in the mushroom glands. After that, what else? Okay. Now, sperm are all glued together. Sperms are glued together in a bundle, and that bundle is covered by 3-layered packing. 3 layers of packing, and that structure is known as, those who want to write spermatheca, they can write ST. Those who want to write spermatophore, they can write SP. So to you, what you are thinking, yes, it is spermatophore, very good. The meaning of the word phore means bearer. It means the sperm bearer, okay, very good. SP, very, very good. Okay, done. Well, that is, and there are 3 layers of and different glands. One of the gland is called phallic gland. The phallic gland secretion is not, the phallic gland is not actually, the function of the secretion of phallic gland is not mentioned in the NCERT book. Only in the diagram it has shown the diagram, in the diagram. And also they have clearly shown that the phallic gland is opening into the genital pouch of the males, okay? Fine. And phallic gland also makes the outermost covering of the spermatophore, okay? So there are 3 layers. Ejaculatory duct secretion also nourishes the sperm and make one of the layers. Ejaculatory duct also nourishes the sperm and make one of the layers of the spermatophore. I hope bachcho this is clear. Spermatophore. There is a small rundram, a small aperture, chidra in the spermatophore from where the sperms can come out. Okay, so sperms can come out whenever they wish from that small hole. And during copulation, the male has to transfer this in such a nice way that the opening of this spermatophore should be well aligned with that of the female dash aperture, female dash pore. Which pore? The opening of spermatophore is well aligned with the female. Yes, please. Female, which one? Female. It is well aligned with the female spermathecal pore. Very good. Female spermathecal pore. Right? Because these sperms have to enter the spermatheca ultimately. So the opening of the spermatophore is well aligned, and that is the reason there are so many structures. The phelomeres are 5 in number. Okay. Now, which phelomere is not there? Which phelomere is absent in case of frog? In case of cockroach? Number 1, right phelomere. Number 2, left phelomere. Number 3, dorsal phelomere. And number 4, ventral phelomere. Which phelomere is not present in case of or absent in case of cockroach? 1 is right, 2 is left, 3 is dorsal, 4 is ventral. Yes, you are right, Shyam. It is DP. And here, anyone who want to write the answer here? Which one? 1, 2, 3, 4. Third answer, Grish, yes. And Kavita, yes, your answer is correct. And Sumajra, your answer is correct. Very good. At the third one, dorsal one, and Pramoda, your answer is also correct. The dorsal is not there. Only the ventral phelomere is there. Very good. Acha, Sumajra is writing in both, or there are two Sumajras. Maybe there are two girls having the name Sumajra. And please pardon me if I have put that wrong. I mean, I think it is a female name, Sumajra. The different Sumajra here. Are you same hai beta? App is not working. Okay. Now the app is not working. Okay. Understood. Okay, bachcho. And the two more phelomeres are the titillator and the pseudopenis. Titillator and pseudopenis, TP. These are the two more. So total 5 phelomeres. And 2 more structures are required called the caudal styles. And with the help of them, the spermatophore is put inside the female brood pouch in very nice manner. Okay. Fertilization of the eggs occur inside the female brood pouch. Now there are 2 parts of the brood pouch. I am not taking you to the details of the 2 parts of the brood pouch. I am just considering that the brood pouch is there. Now tell me, gonapophysis statement, gonapophysis are absent in females, in female cockroach. Gonapophysis are absent in female cockroach. You have to tell me correct or wrong. Gonapophysis are absent in female cockroach brood pouch. In the brood pouch of female cockroach, gonapophysis are absent. True or false? Answer is false. Yes, because in female also gonapophysis are there. Very good. So gonapophysis are there. Statement, second statement. Phelomeres are absent in the female cockroach. Phelomeres are absent in the female cockroach. Yes, I know that it is early answer, Mani, Teja and Pramoda, that was the first statement. Now this statement is phelomeres are absent in female cockroach. Phelomeres are absent in female cockroach. And that is absolutely true. We don't use the word phelomere for the gonapophysis. Phelomeres, or which are the asymmetrical chitinous plates, those gonapophysis are the phelomeres, which are only in the males. In the female, the gonapophysis are symmetrical tube-like structures, and they help in placement of the egg. So egg positioning or ova positioning or ovi positioning. Now, bachcho, let me start in detail about the female reproductive system. But just I wanted to make sure before starting that do you know that after copulation, the spermatophore enter inside the female brood pouch, and the opening, the rundrum, is well aligned with the rundrum of the opening of the spermathecal pore. Okay. The female gonads are ovaries. How many? One pair. Do you remember how many ovaries are there in the earthworm? Earthworm, how many ovaries are there? Here ovaries are one pair. And they are extended, they are very long, extending from segment 2 to segment 6. Testes from segment 4 to 6. Ovaries are 2 to 6. Tell me how many ovaries are present in earthworm? One pair, very good. In earthworm also, one pair of ovaries are there. And do you remember the segment? If you can remember, try to recall, it is just above the point where the female gonopore is there. Just above that, just the one before that. Yes, it is in the 13th segment. Very good. This is in the 13th segment. The ovaries are present, attached to the septum. That is, those who are saying 12, 13, that is attached to the septum of 12, 13. But when you have to choose the segment, then it is the 13th segment. Okay? Okay. How many testes are there in earthworm? Answer is 2 pairs. And segments 10th and 11th. And here in case of cockroach, how many testes? 1 pair. Segment 2 to 6. Ovaries 1 pair. Segment, testes 1 pair. Segment 4 to 6. Ovaries 1 pair. Segment 2 to 6. Okay. Now each ovary is a compound ovary, and it is made up of 8 units, 8 tubules, which are known as ovarioles. Okay. So suppose if this ovary that you see on the left hand side, okay, this ovary. In a non-chordate animal, the right and left are the ones that you see in the diagram. These are the right and the left part, okay? So on your left is the left and on your right is the right one. But in case of a vertebrate animal like us, so generally the dissection is not done from the back, the dissection is done from the front. So if any vertebrate diagram is shown, then I told you that imagine my picture. So my right hand side is this side. So the diagram, this side is the right hand side. But this is only applicable to vertebrates. The non-chordates, where there is no vertebral column, the dissection is done from the back. Those who have done the dissection of cockroach in the schools, okay, they know that the dissection is done from the back, and therefore this side is the left side, this side is the right side. Okay, so this goes, and well, the 2 ovaries, each ovary is made up of tubules called ovarioles. How many tubules are there? 8. So 8 tubules are there called ovarioles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so total are 8. Similarly, 8 ovarioles make, and each ovariole, if you consider each ovariole is made up of a chain of developing ova. So if one ovariole is seen, this is how the one ovariole looks like. Each ovariole is made up of a chain of developing ova. So the ova is developing, and in the bottom, the most developed part. In the bottom, it is the most developed part. Here it is almost developing. Here it is in the developmental phase, okay? And this is the most developed part here. So developing stages of egg in the ovariole. This is one ovariole. In this there are 8 ovarioles in each ovary. That means at a given point of time, each ovariole can release 1 egg. So 8 ovarioles can release how many eggs? 8 eggs. Similarly, during ovulation, 8 ovariole on the left side also release how many eggs? 8 eggs, okay? So 8 and 8 total become 16. So at a given point of time, 16 eggs can be released. Okay, so this extends from 2 to 6, 2 to 6, and these are the oviduct, very easy. And this is the common oviduct, also known as the vagina or the common oviduct. Okay, very easy so far. And then you know that there is a brood pouch. There is a brood pouch here. This is a brood pouch. And a question, a very good question someone asked me, sir, why there is no anus in the brood pouch of female cockroach and there is an anus in the brood pouch of male cockroach? Why the anus is not written in the brood pouch of female cockroach? And the answer, anyone having the answer, please? Anyone who has the answer? Only the person who has really done really done a lot of work here, only he can answer or she can answer. Why there is no anus? Only the person who has done a lot of work, matlab he has really understand the abdomen, the structure, the morphology with very full intensity. And in the brain, automatically things are running. He can answer, she can answer why anus is not given in the brood pouch of female cockroach, whereas dorsal anus is there in the brood pouch of male cockroach. So this is the brood pouch, and now there is a one pair of spermatheca. How many? One pair, and its duct is opening. This is spermathecal pore. Spermathecal pore. How many are they? One pair. One pair. Okay. So this one is the left side and this one is the right side. You know that the left one is larger. The left spermatheca. This is spermatheca. ST means spermatheca. ST spermatheca. This is ovariole. This is ovary. This is oviduct. This is common oviduct, also known as the vagina. The common oviduct or vagina or common oviduct. This is the female genital opening or gonopore, and this is the female spermathecal pore. On the anterior end of the brood pouch, there are two openings. You know that these are the female gonopore as well as the spermathecal pore, and they are lying very close to each other. Then there are other openings here, and you know that what openings are there here? They are also in the anterior end, and these openings are there of the collateral glands. So here also, they are also anterior end. This side is the head side. So if you just see this brood pouch, this is the anterior end. Therefore, in the textbook, when it is given the openings, they are given that anterior end. Okay? No one is answering my question, why there is no anus? Okay. Here, the rule of the thumb is the left is larger. L for left, L for larger. Left one is larger. Left is larger. The rule of the thumb is left is larger. Left is larger. You can see that the left one is larger. Similarly, the left spermatheca, this is also larger. The left one is larger. These are collateral glands, CG, collateral glands. They also open into the brood pouch. This is the brood pouch, okay, and after the copulation, the spermatophore is placed here. I am now showing the spermatophore after copulation. Now, spermatophore from outside looks like this. The spermatophore from outside looks like this. This is a spermatophore. Spermatophore has sperms. You know that spermatophore has sperms. So it is full of sperms. It is full of sperms. Now what happens that as these sperms are entering in this region, as the sperms are entering into the spermatheca, we will find that gradually there is a decrease in the sperms in here. The sperms here are actually decreasing. Okay, as they are filling there, the sperms in the spermatheca are decreasing. Okay, so I'll show you that now the sperms are not there in the spermatheca, they have all filled inside. And when this becomes empty, this is dropped out. An empty spermatheca, spermatophore, sorry, this is spermatophore, SP, spermatophore. An empty spermatophore is dropped out. So after copulation, the situation looks like this. After copulation, the situation looks like this. Okay. After copulation, the situation is like this. This is a brood pouch, okay, and here sperms are filled, sperms. And by the side of the body somewhere, what do you find? Empty spermatophore. Empty spermatophore. It is lying somewhere outside. Empty. Okay, so this is the situation. After that, now these ovaries has got 8 ovarioles at a given point of time. 8 eggs can come from here. I am now explaining the mechanism. 8 eggs can come from here. 8 eggs can come from here. So total eggs which are released here are actually 16. But let us take a range of 14 to 16 because not every time all are mature. So total, we can think that 14 to 16 eggs are released in the brood pouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So approx 16 are there. And now what happens when eggs are there? Now the spermatheca will release the sperms. The sperms are white colored, okay, I told you, sperms are white colored. I have shown here. Now they are coming from here and now they are coming in this region. And gradually, here the sperms are getting lesser and lesser and here sperms. Now when this has happened, all the eggs are fertilized. Where? In the brood pouch. The site of fertilization is in the brood pouch. Inside the body, outside the body? Inside the body, in the brood pouch, inside the body. Therefore, here internal fertilization in all arthropods, in all insecta, internal fertilization. After that what? When the eggs are fertilized, then the fertilized eggs are placed, they are collected. I am now showing the fertilized egg by a little bit bigger size. Fertilized eggs are placed. Okay, so they are made into 2 rows, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8. So 2 rows of 8 eggs. These are all fertilized eggs. These are fertilized eggs. Fertilized eggs, okay, bacho, and 2 rows of fertilized eggs. And then now these, what are these? These are collateral glands. Collateral gland will pour their secretion, and the secretion of collateral gland will come and cover. It will come and cover this structure, and then it form a thick outer covering. It form a thick outer covering. This structure is called egg box, also called ootheca. Ootheca. Whose secretion has made the ootheca? Collateral glands. This question will come. So collateral gland secretion is going to make the ootheca. The length of this ootheca is 8 millimeters long. It is 8 mm long. The length of ootheca is 8 millimeters long. This ootheca has to be placed outside. It is not just released outside anywhere. It is placed outside, generally in a crack, or some crevice. That means some gap between some crevice. And these ootheca are then laid there. They are there. And they are sticky. In the beginning, the outer covering is sticky and they get stick. So what the female or the mother does, the mother finds or the mother take care of 3 things. Number 1, it should be a gap or a crack or a crevice so that they are not being run away or not being, washed away. Number one. Number two, they are well stick so that they are not being washed away. Number two, it should be near the food source. So when the babies are born, they can get the food when the nymphs are born. And the third thing is that this is the region of high relative humidity, so that in the beginning, the babies should not suffer from dehydration. Because yes, from the very beginning, the babies are not going to get the water. They are not going to drink the water. Cockroaches never drink water. So they find the region of high relative humidity. Can you tell me on which part the humidity receptors are located? The humidity receptors are located on which part? Can you tell me? The humidity receptors are located on which part? Antenna, very good. So I think there is a lag here. Antenna, 10th abdominal males are functioning anus, whereas in the female 10th abdomen. Yes, beta, yes. The tergum between the 9th and the 10th tergum, there is an anal opening. No terga are used to make the brood pouch of the female. The female brood pouch is made by only three sternites. As 7, 8 and 9. Okay, therefore there is no anal opening. Very good, good answer. Antenna, humidity receptor, and therefore what happens that it will place the eggs. On an average, 9 to 10 ootheca are being released by one female in one breeding season. Number two, ootheca contains usually 14 to 16 embryos. So how many nymphs are possibly born? 14 to 16 nymphs can be possibly born out of. The babies are called nymph. The babies are not called the, we don't call them the larva. Why? Because larva should look different from the adult. Larva not only should look different, but the physiology of larva should also be different. But this is looking like adult. Only one difference is there. It does not have wings. But other than that, the nymph is like. But conversion of nymph into adult is a very slow process, and it takes so many days. And you know how many days? 1 year, 12 months. It is a slow process. It undergoes many molting. When the nymph grows, it cannot grow because the outer covering is hard, chitinous. So it has to drop its cuticle. When the animal drops its cuticle, this is known as molting, right? So molting occurs, it grows somewhat bigger. And then after some time, okay, when it grows bigger, again it gets the chitinous covering. So after some time it has to grow, again it will drop its molting, the cuticle, another molting happens, and then it can grow again, and again it will be surrounded by cuticle, the exoskeleton. 13 times, how many times? 13 times molting occurs till the adult is formed. Adult have wings and nymph do not have wings, but you find that the last two nymphal stages, wing pads are there. Wing pads are there in the last two nymphal stages. The next to last, that means second last. The next to last, or whether it is second last, third last, or whatever, learn this line. The next to last nymphal stage has wing pads. That's it. Okay, bacho. Then you can just go through and see the economic importance that they are pests. They can spoil our food. They can spoil our grains. And also bacterial disease, they can transmit the typhoid, cholera, they can transmit the bacterial disease, they can contaminate the food and water, and thereby they transmit the diseases. My dear bacho, I think this is clear to everyone, and with this we come to the end of cockroach. The next class will be on the frog. Okay, so possibly it will be an extra class, but the thing is we are totally occupied from morning to evening in different type of activities. So extra class I will just plan, and possibly the extra class will be after 7 o'clock. So it will be from 7:10 or 7 to 8 type of extra class will be there. Okay, or otherwise in the normal class also I will deal with the frog. We will start with the frog on the next turn. God bless you all. Take the scanning and we will meet on the next time. God bless you. Bye bye. Take care. Bye bye.